Hello, we are Jacob and Jenny, and we have arrived in the driest place on earth, the Atacama Desert in Chile.
We have about 3 days here where we're going to be kind of making San Pedro de Atacama our home base and doing a few tours out to explore as much as we can of this really unique place.
We have so much to do, so let's get going. Ooh, so we woke up bright and early. As you can see, the sun isn't even out yet, to go to the Atacama Desert. We're gonna go see some lagoons, maybe some interesting animals. We're gonna see some salt flats and some mountains. So obviously you can tell we're gonna have a busy day ahead of us, so we need to get going.
After a quick stop for breakfast and a few pictures, we finally made it to our first stop at the Salar de Aguas Calientes. Huge salt flat here. We had to do a little bit of a jaunt down to the flat, but oh, it's really cool. And you just see for miles and miles. And so this area used to have like water in it, and the volcanoes, I guess, like dried up all of the water.
The volcano make eruption 2 million years ago, and they start warming up all this water from the bottom one. Okay, what happened? They couldn't push it all the way up again, all the salt.
Oh man, I love the scenery here. It's just so like calm and peaceful, and I just love the difference and like what we're used to. It's just so fun to see. This looks like a postcard. Look at that. The water looks like the Blue Lagoon, kind of similar color.
Ooh, the desert is quite cold in the mornings in the winter. So if you're here during that time, make sure you bundle up. Otherwise you will be a little miserable.
Yeah, we got warned to bundle up, so make sure you do gloves.
Very glad we did.
Everything.
But it should warm up a little bit later.
Trying to breathe slowly and to take deep breaths because I don't want to get sick today. My goal is not to get sick with the elevation, so I'm trying to not rush or strain myself.
After a little bit of a bumpy ride, we made it to the high plateau lagoons. So there's 2 lagoons here. The first one here is Miscanti, and then we'll be going to the next one in a little bit. But I think we're at like 4,000 meters right now, and I can feel the elevation. We live at a very low elevation, so I'm having trouble catching my breath right now. But it is just beautiful. The rich, deep blue is amazing.
Our guide has been warning us to slow down because he knows he doesn't want any of us to get sick and run and just, you know, not have a miserable experience, which I appreciate. It's starting to get warmer. Oh.
Your arms open.
We don't often get to see mountains with little bits of snow on the top because I don't know, we just don't. So it's always exciting when we get to see that kind of scenery because it's just so different for us.
It's been really amazing to see all the animals and wildlife around here. It's such a barren, desolate place. It's just amazing that anything survives here, and we've seen just plants everywhere. We've seen these llama-looking things called vicuñas. We've seen dozens of herds of them, and then we even saw some, like this rabbit mixed with a chinchilla, like this real fluffy rabbit just sitting there. There's also supposed to be foxes and pumas around. It's really just a very thriving ecosystem on just such what seems like an inhospitable place. It's really, really fascinating.
I was just talking about how I love all the different textures of the mountains and the color, and I just pointed out that part of it kind of looks like a marbled steak. But it is pretty to see just all the different colors that kind of happen, even though it's like mostly gray, brown. As you can kind of see all the different, I'm sure it's different minerals and things that give it the different colors. Is there something coming? Oh yeah, there's some birds out there. I don't know what they are, but there are some birds out there. Yeah. Oh, and then you can kind of see the trails through the water.
Uh-huh.
Those. You can't really tell what they are. Can't really tell what the birds are out there. I don't have binoculars on me, but it is kind of cool to see just the flatness of it, and then seeing a bird every now and again go by that you can kind of see. It's really neat. So graceful. Just went to change out of my base layer because we are about to go somewhere after lunch that is 30 degrees Celsius. So I had to shed all of that so that we can be prepared for a much hotter place.
We got to the last stop of the day, which is here at Chaxa Lagoon, which is basically a giant kind of salt flat with a little bit of a lake still in it, and it's really well known for having pink flamingos. They turn pink by eating the shrimp that are in the water, and the shrimp are red from like the minerals and the bacteria that are growing in the water, and that all gets transferred into the flamingos. And wow, it's also just a very stunning sight.
We've never seen flamingos in their natural habitat before, and it's really neat. They're so like elegant, and they really are really pink. We had an awesome time on our tour today. We got to see some just incredible places, and our guide was just amazing. He was always looking out for our safety, and we got to make sure we got to see everything we wanted to see. And he took some incredible pictures, which we're really happy about, because we don't often get pictures of the two of us that are taken by someone else, so that was a nice treat for us as well. And we will definitely link that tour below so that you guys can book it when you're here. We also have a few more tours later tomorrow that we're very excited about as well. But before we go on any more tours, we need to go get some ice cream.
So this ice cream place has a ton of really unique, very local flavors. So I tried a few, but the one I ended up settling on is the desert flower. It's very purple. And it just has a very like mellow kind of floral taste to it. It's very refreshing. I really like it. Kind of tastes like purple. I don't know what that means, but that's what I'm going with. Very nice.
Mine is pisco sour rica, which I think rica is like a little plant, maybe herb, that we got to smell today, which was interesting. So I'm curious how this is going to taste. Ooh, that's really good. Mostly just cold, and that's why I was shocked, but ooh, the flavor is just so light and citrusy. It really is like a pisco sour. I want to know what this purple Jacob is saying tastes like. He might be right. I really don't know how to describe that flavor. Sort of just, yeah, a little bit florally, but not like, it's not like rose water. It's like sugary and sweet, but you can taste like a little bit of a floral flavor to it. His is more creamy. I think mine is more of like a sorbet. Yeah, it's good, but I don't know how to describe it. So we are at Tatio Geyser Park. They have the second most quantity of geysers in the world, and we had to wake up super early because it's known to have just like a beautiful sunrise. and we're really looking forward to that because it's very, 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 very cold here, and we're hoping that the sun brings a little bit of warmth. Because of the elevation, it's actually quite cold, so we're really bundled up, but we're hoping that it'll get a little bit warmer soon, and to obviously see that stunning sunrise.
¿Cómo se? Porque está muy caliente. It's very hot, yes. So, faster. Little bit, two. Faster.
Ooh, that feels good. It's funny to see the ice on the ground when it's so hot by the steam of the geysers. It's so, I mean, it is really cold, so I'm not surprised it would freeze, but some of the more flowing water, you can touch it and it's still like boiling hot. The warm mist is nice. Ooh. And then the lens is pretty foggy. Ooh, the warm mist is nice. So cold. I'm trying to just face into the sun because it's so much warmer when you turn your back to it.
So peaceful here. It's like the gentle bubbling sound from all of the geysers just kind of bubbling up, boiling up. And then you just have this plumes of steam everywhere that give it a very surreal look. It's just very relaxing if you just kind of take it all in.
It's kind of interesting because around the park you can see that there are some that are kind of just starting to form that are like teeny tiny little geysers, and then there are some that are kind of done, that are all dried up. So it's interesting to see how that even kind of changes. So if you come kind of like far apart, maybe 10 years later or something, it wouldn't be the same park. There'd be different geysers around.
It's such a unique location. He was telling us that like to get a geyser you need a really specific combination of factors. You need water under the ground, but this is a desert, so like where do you get the water? But we have the mountain range over here, and just on the other side of the mountains is like the Bolivian rainforest basically. So it's very wet over there, and the water kind of seeps into the ground and creates an aquifer under the ground. And then you have this tectonic plate coming from the ocean, where we have these two tectonic plates meeting, and that's creating this magma underground that's heating it all up, and it's just forcing that water from the other side of the mountains to just go straight up and kind of boil and create so much pressure that it just wants to get out at the easiest spot, which is here. And it just creates this huge area of just kind of endless geysers. It's wow, so unique.
Oh, so it's crazy how different the biodiversity is here. Earlier at the geysers, it was freezing cold temperatures, there was ice on the ground, and I don't know, that was morning, but a couple hours later and a little bit farther down in elevation we came, and there's like cactuses, feels a little bit drier, but there's still plants around. It's just kind of crazy how you can go drive like 10 minutes away and it's just completely different scenery. I think that's one thing that the desert has, it's really blown me away, how we can just drive a little bit and see something completely different, and that makes this area just so unique and well worth visiting. Hopefully you're safe because you just rubbed your nose all over me. I should probably sanitize my hands when I get in the car. So we had a really great time seeing the geysers at the park. It was just a wonderful way to enjoy another tour and just enjoy another side of Atacama Desert. It was very chilly, so if you go, make sure that you bundle up quite a bit. We haven't been that cold in a while. Granted, we live in a very warm place, but still our toes were numb and there was a lot of other people who were cold, so just make sure if you go, you bundle up. We'll definitely make sure we link that tour in the description as well, so that you can take that one too, because we had an awesome morning. And we just ate a very, very filling lunch, and we're now on our way to our very last tour of the time in the Atacama Desert.
Our final tour is here at the Valley of the Moon, which, as you can see, is very aptly named. It looks just like the moon. It's just covered in like this white crystalline kind of material. I guess it's like a mixture of salt and sodium carbonate that comes from like, this used to be like underwater, and through tectonic action that the seabed came up, and you get this like white color whenever it rains, and then eventually kind of goes away. But right now it's really moon-like. It's just so otherworldly. It's really cool.
Shiny. Some of the rock formations also make a layer that's like shiny. It's just whatever minerals kind of come up to the surface at the time, and it's just interesting to see all the different textures of the rock here. And it's all rock. There's no plants. It's all rock. Like,
he called it like Godzilla or something.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like it's something coming up from like a dinosaur coming on the earth. Water. Gotta hydrate. So our guide had us be quiet over here for a little bit, because you can hear the different minerals expand, and they're like cracking. And it's just so crazy to hear the different like little tiny sounds, and it's like, oh my gosh, is it gonna come down around me? Hills and elevation are things I'm not used to. That was harder than I thought it would have been. And sand. Not used to walking in sand very often. The view's really great though. I prefer downhill. Downhill's better. Just sink your heel in and slide.
Salgado, salty, yeah?
It's salty. Interesting.
So we got to our last stop of our last tour here in the Atacama Desert. We're here at kind of an overlook point. I think this is called the Green Lookout or something like that. Got the Green Valley. I guess it used to be a little bit greener back 2,000 years ago when it got its name, but not as green now. But we're here just to like kind of look over, and we'll be staying for the sunset, so it should be really beautiful from up here. Looking forward to that.
Just relaxing until the sun sets. So we were just saying that we had never seen in the same day a sunrise and a sunset. So it's our first day ever, making a point to see both. Which, accomplishment, check. If you go a little bit farther in, there's some really beautiful colors, and the moon and background's beautiful for pictures.
Wow, that sunset was just a perfect way to end our time here.
Yeah, we had an amazing couple of days. We did so much. We're exhausted, but we did some amazing things, and we couldn't be happier to do that.
I can't recommend this place more. I feel like it's really under the radar, especially for a lot of Americans. We honestly didn't know about it much, but there's so much unique here, so much variety. It's amazing.
And we'll definitely link all of the tours we did below so that you can do those things. We had an amazing time, and all of our tours were really well run, and we just enjoyed every bit of it. We are sad to say goodbye to the Atacama Desert, but we are very excited to go to the Santiago area now.
Yeah, this is not the end of Chile yet. So subscribe to see our next adventure.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.